Gather close, little one, by the crackling fire in this old cabin where your great-grandpappy carved his dreams into the wood. I'm Grandpa Jeb and this here's Grandma Ellie. Our voices worn like the trails we walked in younger days. We've seen America in her prime, child, and now. Well, sit tight while we tell you how the land of the free done gone to shit. Bit by bit, we'll whisper then and now, so you understand the fight ahead. Back then, oh, back in the 50s and 60s, America was a beacon, shiny as a new penny, family stuck together like glue, moms in aprons baking pies from orchard apples. Dads coming home from honest work in factories that like beehives, kids playing stickball in streets, safe as a mother's hug. We had freedom ringing true, no government snooping in your parlor, no suit stealing your young uns over a tall tale. Communities raised their own, if a neighbor stumbled we lifted them up, not tore them down. And the American dream was alive, porch swings creaking under starlit sky, laughter echoing across fields where liberty grew wild. But now, Lord help us, now it's a different tale. America's gone sour, child, twisted by shadows in high places. The government's grown too big for its britches, meddling where it don't belong. Families splintered like dry timber, kids yanked from loving arms by the CPS monster. Reports cooked up like bad stew, lies spreading faster than wildfire. And now midnight rage shatter the peace, parents begging on courthouse steps, hearts breaking as bureaucrats play God. The land that promised opportunity, it's bogged down in corruption, where the powerful prey on the everyday folks, stealing innocence and crushing spirits. We've watched it happen, Ellie and me, good people losing everything to a system gone rotten. Melody swells emotionally. America the beautiful, traces turn somber, blending with mournful. This land is your land notes, evoking lost freedoms, as Grandma Ellie's voice chimes in softly. That's right, Jeb, back then we trusted our neighbors, not faceless agencies. Then a child's cry meant comfort, not custody battles. But now, oh now it's a war on the family hearth. We've cried rivers seeing grandkids like you at risk, but hope ain't lost yet. Child, listen close, this ain't just old folks rambling. America's slide ain't inevitable, we can fight back. That's where the Punisher comes in, a tool forged in the fires of resistance, right at the seams, Punisher God come. Back then we'd grab a pitchfork, now we arm with smarts, scanning those crooked reports, spotting lies like hawks on the hunt, turning despair to victory. Now parents rise up, reclaim their kin, rebuild what was stolen. We've seen too much pain, but with this act, families mend, justice prevails. So remember, little one, America's glory ain't gone forever. Then was golden, now is grim, but tomorrow that's yours to shape. Download the Punisher, stand tall, and make the old dream new again. We love you. They are taking our kids every day. I shout them in and no one has a thing to say for those who have been isolated. Don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeves. You can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, god damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids' pictures held up like thin tags. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stopping.
Hey, Tiff.
Hey, he's over here screaming.
Oh, I heard that. That'll get you up in the morning, boys, ladies and gentlemen. So, the little one is up there, and here we are, another day. It's Tuesday here at the, don't start this again, camera, today. I got this camera, and it doesn't want to stand my face for some reason, but we're trying to make that work. I'll just have to return it if it doesn't keep working. But anyway, here we are. There's a lot of things coming up this week, Tiff, in the fight for CPS. I'm going to send Justin the link here because Justin's going to join us. He's actually going to Cleveland tomorrow. They're all taking off and caravanning up because Connie's going to be at, not Cleveland, I'm sorry, Cincinnati. Because Connie's going to Cincinnati to, I guess, enroll her or fight for her new initiative on stopping the immunity for the CPS workers and the cops and anybody that's involved. Justin sent me some stuff here. I'm trying to send this to him right now. This link, so he can join us and tell us about it. But I mean, this is pretty cool. It's this says Connie regularly is stepping into the fight of a lifetime in the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals. This could finally shatter the shield of absolute immunity for officials who fabricate crimes and destroy lives. Case number 25-5579, Connie Reguli et al. Versus Tracy Hetzel et al. Oral argument set for Thursday, March 19th, 2026 at 9 a.m. in Cincinnati. This isn't just another appeal. It's a direct challenge to a system that lets prosecutors, detectives, and officials hide behind immunity, even when they manufacture fake felonies, regulate against whistleblowers, and rip families apart under color of law. No real crime, no immunity. We cannot allow our constructed vassals to become untouchable official acts. Connie has been battling corruption and child welfare. We know who Connie is and all of that. But this ruling could redefine accountability nationwide, ending the era where bad actors operate without fear of consequences. History is being made right here. And then Justin asked that, like you come and stand with her on the 19th, I believe, right? I said. The 19th. And then you can get a hold of him at Canton Hall of Shame. If you want to get in touch with him. But this is there's a thing on here too. Follow docket updates at ca6.uscourts.gov. I'll put that on there. And I believe that if you have that, if you have the Punisher app, www.thecpspunisher.com, that you have the court following there too, and you can type and punch that in there. So, but it's at ca6.uscourts.gov. If you type that into your computers, it will come up. Let me see. I'll do that right now. ca6.uscourts.gov. 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 I mean, what a thing that would be to, well, that's not the one. That didn't do anything for me, so I don't know. Anyway, back at the ranch. Oh, here we go. ca6.uscourts.gov. Yeah. Huh. I wonder if that, or pacer for the ca6.uscourts. I'm going to try one more time. See if I can pull this up so you guys can see this. No, it's ca6.uscourts.gov. That's exactly what I put in there, and that's not working. So don't try that one, guys. But this is going to be awesome. We get rid of that immunity for these people, make sure so that they have, because here's the thing. These cops and these social workers and these GALs and these judges and all of these people that have these immunities have no fear of getting anything wrong. They have no fear of retribution or repercussions. They have no fear of any of that stuff because they're just going to pass it off. It's just going to be a quick little blah, 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 slap me on the wrist, move you around in the system, so that you're not any longer like a caseworker with Maine, for instance. You're not in York County anymore. They'll put you up at Aroostook County or somewhere else, like you just move along, or they'll make you a supervisor, or they'll make you this, and then that'll be that. That complaint's done. You don't get in trouble for it. You can't sue you. Like you still get to go home that night and you get to eat dinner with your family, unlike the people that you just went and screwed over with the with your actions that you're getting immunity for. And that's that. So hopefully we put an end to all of this stuff from Connie, and she allows this and makes this fight happen, and makes this thing really go down, because this immunity that they're all hiding under is just absolutely ridiculous. And we all know this, and we've all known this for a long time. So this is definitely a big step. It's not abolishment. It's not any of that stuff. But what it is it's a step to getting these people to fear something. And when I talk to Mr. Osiris the other night, that's what him and I discussed, was there's no fear in any of these government officials because there's no accountability. They're not scared. They're not scared of anything. They're not scared of me going to the courts saying this, that, or the other. They're not scared of you going there saying this, that, or the, well, maybe you, but most people, majority of, they're not. There's no repercussions. They don't care. They're just doing whatever the hell they want to do, and that's it. And it's just like this. I'm finding the same shit in this stuff with my house. Like they boarded up the damn house, and now they're like, yeah, you can't have access to it, and we're going to deal with this. None of this has anything to do with the town. This is our personal effects. These are our personal items. This is our home, and they're holding us out of it now. And, I'm fighting the town with that. And I'm like, this is all irrelevant. All of the things that you are saying are irrelevant. And you know what they do? They just whiff it off. They don't care because they are so used to strong arming whoever comes in their way. They don't give a shit. I really don't even believe that they read their letters that any of us send them. It's really crazy and it's unfortunate, but it's the facts. In this country that we live in right now, the officials that are supposed to be governing and watching over us aren't doing that. They're ruling over us. And that's what we are not supposed to have happen. That is not supposed to be what we were supposed to be doing as Americans, or this government was supposed to be doing to us as Americans. They provided a document that told us that we were allowed to have the freedoms that God granted us and gave us. And as long as we followed very simple, very precise rules, then we would live in a free country. Well, we're doing this, and where the hell is our free country? Where is our free country that we have been given by God, provided to by our forefathers, and so on? Where is it? Because I don't see it anywhere in sight. I don't see this free country that we're supposed to be living in. To me, it looks like they're coming up. I mean, if you look at legislation and look at this, there's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands, if not millions of pages that rule us as the human beings and the people of this country. It's not supposed to be this way, folks. The Constitution was written in such a way that it was so simple, whether you had an education or you didn't, you understood the Constitution and what those things that were in it meant. That's
Boy,
the
you
way
must be you must be telling the truth, because my computer just kicked me out.
Yeah, right? Gotta be. I'm just saying that where is this free country that we're supposed to be living in? Where is this what the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and not Magna Carta, but Federalist Papers, all of these things provide us a country, the guidelines for a country that's supposed to be living in a free land. And well, where the hell is it? Right? Where did it go? Because I don't see it now. Do you? I mean, I was just saying, we have thousands and thousands and thousands of pages in Congress and legislation that are making it so that we don't live in a free land. That say that we can't be in a free land.
But Justin said he can't get the link. Send in the link. Well, first of all, you have to stand on your Constitution, right? You have to do it first to force feed it down their throat. Because trust me, when the county came here, the 5th time they came here, I was done. And that's when I pulled it up. And I said, do you see this right here? This gives me control, not you. That's why I need you. You know what? When Justin comes on, I'm going to go to your Constitution and find out what they say about property rights.
Yeah, I'd be curious about that myself. Let's see here. There's a reason why I can't get the link to post in the comments. Okay, let me send it to. I'll send it to both of you guys, because that's Justin Harley. That's I was talking about Justin nicely, but I think they both are doing the same thing. Let me see here. Oh, what are they doing? Is the lower YouTube comments, but not on the video screen comments. Okay, weird. Let me see here. Yeah, they're doing some messed up stuff. The other thing is too is the fiery little man that we spoke of, I guess, has announced war on us. He's having all these people, comment on or go in and complain about my Facebook and your Facebook and these things, and comment to say that we're doing bad things to get us taken off the interweb. I strongly suggest that you people don't listen to that and move forward, because this man's done enough damage to this movement. I don't even want to give him the time of day by saying his name and thinking that he gets off by saying that shit, but he's saying this stuff. This is what he's touting right now, is that he's he's the reason, and so on and so forth. But he's nothing reason he's not a reason for anything. And I highly hope that you that are following him get away from that. Get away from that immediately, because this isn't right. What he's doing to us and to so many. God, he just irritates the hell out of me. But if you hear that nonsense, please don't take meaning to it and don't listen to it.
Well, I already said, when people show you who they are, believe them.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't done anything,
Mm-hmm.
but he has.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't care. I don't care about him. He's trying to control us, and I'm not controlled by anybody. Okay. I left home at 15. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even listen to my own parents. Fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over it. Get over it.
That's it too. That's it. If you are a person about this movement, and you're destroying this movement right now, you're destroying the integrity of it. You're hurting the any sort of good that's happening in it. You're taking away from the people that need to be focused on. And that's not right. That's not what this is about. That's not what this movement's about, nor is it about any of the people that's on this movement that are, trying to do the good by it and get it to happen. This isn't right what he's doing. And then to go ahead and, try to lie on social media platforms and just to get us removed. What do they call that again? Well, other than lying, but
that's retaliation.
Right, retaliation. But it's also
It's bullying. He's trying to bully us.
Right. So he wants us to be shut down because we're administering our First Amendment rights. That's what he's trying to do. So that shows what a freedom fighter he really is. I don't like what these people are saying, so let's shut him down. That's no one that's fighting for freedom. That's someone that's fighting for their own freaking self-loathing, whatever. So please don't listen to what the hell he has to say about that stuff, guys, because it's just bullshit. So all we do is try to promote the truth here and promote education for you guys to learn and pass on to others, because what we are doing, we saw it last night by CPS Corruption Mom. She came on here and she's even said, with the help of the app that we've created, she's been able to learn things that she hasn't, and she got her kids home. So what we're doing is something. Tiff is getting kids home every day. That's doing something. I'm creating different applications. I'm doing different things to help, everybody get their kids home through technology. That's doing something. We're doing good things by everybody. Don't hinder that by listening to some jackass talk nonsense that's not doing anything for the movement other than his own wellness check on ego. Don't let that overcome you and report on us or do whatever. Whatever, do whatever you want. I don't care. But I'm just saying, if you are going to do that, that's just a cowardice, chintzy thing to do. So, because neither one of us have ever done a goddamn thing wrong to any of the people out here that we hear. Our 3 subscribers that we have that he always comments on, which I love every one of you. Every one of you 3 subscribers I would rather have, which I know we have more than 3. That's what he touts. But I know every one of your names. I know who you are. I know your stories. I might not know 100% about you, but I know enough. I know enough about each one of you that when you make a comment or whatever, my little brain that I have scans and goes, oh yeah, this person's blah, 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 blah. And I love that. I'd rather have our nice little you know, quaint home here where we know everybody's name, and, you know, we all care for one another, and we do for one another when we are in time of need, and everybody in the chat knows each other. And, you know, that way if someone's missing, you know what, we know to look for them. You know, I love each and every one of the people that watch our shows religiously. You know, I care about each one of them. If I don't see one of you guys pop up in the chat, my brain starts racing. Like, where is classic? You know, like where is never, you know, facts over lies? Where's John? Where, you know, like any of you guys out there, I'm always wondering if I don't see you posting. You know, like what's going on? What happened to them? You know, it's very important to me, the listeners that we have. You guys even set the tone for the show sometimes. Like, Tiff and I don't work off of a script. We just come out here and we just go. Sometimes it's just watching what you guys are seeing in the chats is what dictates what we talk about. You know, that's what this is all about for me, is you guys. You know, if we're providing a place for everybody to come to that keeps them sane and out of the depths of depression and all of that stuff, then we've done our job. If we've made it so that one more day on this earth has come because of us, we've done our job. We've done our job, because that's what our job is as entertainers and creators, is to educate you, make sure that you guys are here and safe, and get your moral compass in the right direction and build you up as a person. And we can't do that if there's 100 million of you. We couldn't. I mean, we could be like Tony Robbins groups and be like, oh, we have sub this and sub that and this, but that's not us doing it. And that's what Tiffany and I get our joy out of. Making sure that all of you are okay. Making sure that all of you are here and accounted for. Making sure that everybody is safe and everybody is taken care of. That's what's important. That's exactly what's important about this whole podcast thing. That's what's important about everything that we do. So to be accused of being whatever the hell he says, it's wrong. I don't really give a shit. Hopefully you guys don't either. And hopefully you guys just laugh at it. So that being said, that's all I got to say about that.
You gotta edit that one.
Yeah, I'm not even going to comment because I said all I had to say.
Mm-hmm. No, that's good. Let me see here. I got Justin link coming up here, buddy. Let's see. And we get Justin in here too. God damn it, where is it? Let's see here. Real estate law. Where the hell is the things? Where is Justin Nicely?
Well, I sure hope when they go up there that the weather is better than it was today, because like we had all 4 seasons today. Just ridiculous.
Go here. He's waiting. Here you go, buddy. The thing for you is right here. The link thing that they call it. Hello, this is a link. Yes. No, me. There you go. And Justin, if you want to come in too, hit enter to send. I swear a little dude is in my computer today because it's not wanting to run right. I just sent Justin a oh, good, he saw it there. Perfect. He just saw it, so he'll be coming in momentarily. And he'll be telling us about his trip to Justin. Oh, sweet, thank you, Justin. Do you want to come in here too? I'll put the link in the. I'll put the thing in the link if you want to come in too. I don't know if you're being part of this tomorrow. You're going tomorrow too. To Cincinnati to see Drew Carey. I'm just kidding, not Drew Carey. That's Cleveland. Going to Cincinnati. Yeah, the Bengals, right? Cincinnati Bengals. They still have a football team there in Cincinnati? I don't know. Let me put it up here for you guys. I'm sorry
I don't
that
know.
I don't know either. I'm sorry that I'm so like spaced out. Oh shit! It's St. Patrick's Day today.
What?
Oh my
Oh,
land,
God,
we
what
missed
the-
it. Tiffany's so shocked on St. Patrick's Day that she just left the show. My gosh. Oh my god, dang. We missed St.
Wow.
Patrick's Day.
That's-
Holy shit, this has been corned beef and cabbage day. Are you kidding me?
Oh my God. Are you serious right now?
Wow, we missed St. Patrick's Day.
How disheveled we are this year.
How the hell did that happen? I'm trying to get Tiff in here.
Oh my God.
Come on, Tiff, where I can't get her in here again. Let me see here. Try this other mouse.
Yeah. Put your good one in your drawer.
This is just asinine. See, this whole thing is just ridiculous. Why can I not let Tiff in here? There she is. Tiff, there you are. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you to you too. They're just playing around my computer, so if I'm jiggling around everywhere, it's because they're hitting my table.
I thought it was an earthquake. I wasn't sure. Okay, so I'm going to take here. I'm going to put the comments in the. All right, Justin, I'm trying to get these in the comments for you too. Here we go. Whoop. Wow, I can't believe today is
Wow.
St. Patty's Day. That's really weird.
That's a shame.
Corned beef
Well,
and
you got time to go get that corned beef and cabbage. I'm telling you, it don't end till midnight. You still got 3 hours.
yeah, this is true. I don't know though. We don't have a. Well, we just don't have it this year now that the house blew up. You know. Not the time for that, I guess. So we are waiting for Justin to come in. I just was finishing up their graphics though, Tiff, when you had called me. I just finished up his post here. This is his new I made for them. This is their new logo. Or not new, but their new I made them their own because they were using the all right, here comes Justin Harley's in the house. Try and get it to click on you. Bear with me, my friend. Come on, clicker. There we go.
Yo, what's up?
Justin, how are you, brother?
Doing all right. Trying to get Justin on here.
Yeah, I see
I'm
that
literally
he's.
talking to him right now.
Yeah, man, oh man. That's good because he needs to get. Are you going tomorrow? Are you part of the? Are you going with this whole?
It's the day after tomorrow. Man, I've had every intention to go there, but the way work's been lately, I'm scrambling to get April's rent paid. Like, I'm really upset. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. I was just talking to Justin about if they're live streaming it.
Yeah, we're
And,
gonna be on here too, right?
Yeah, the CA6 web page that you was just talking about. I tried to post it in the comments, but some reason why I wasn't posting in the comments on the video screen, but I could see it on the YouTube live chat comments.
Oh, yeah, that's weird, right?
Yeah, but the web link worked for me.
Did it? Because I tried to do it here. I did ca6.uscourts.gov.
Yeah, I went to YouTube or I went to Google and typed it in. It took me right to the 6th District Court webpage.
Maybe that's what I got to do then. Because I just tried to put it right in the link, you know, right in the thing up top there. But I'll ask Google about it, and then let's see what Google says. Let's see here, Google. And then maybe we'll be able to pull that up for. Do you want to explain to everybody do you know what's going on with Connie, right? You know what's happening there? You want to explain?
Yeah, she's I can't remember the details of her personal case, but she's going there to address the issue of qualified immunity regarding the caseworkers that were involved with. I don't think it was like her personal case, but like one of her clients' case that she got hemmed up in on charges and stuff.
Yeah.
So she's going to Cincinnati, sixth district court. It just happened to be located in Cincinnati. It's not like Ohio-based court or whatever. But yeah, she's addressing qualified immunity regarding that case. And as a registered petitioner of the Ohio Coalition to End Qualified Immunity, so is Justin. He's a registered petitioner. It's definitely up our alley. On top of exposing the corruption, we won't hold them accountable. So that's something me and him are both involved in. In fact, that's how Justin and I met, was through the coalition.
Oh wow! So this has been going on. You guys have been building this up for quite some time.
I got into it about a year ago when I finally come to the realization I wasn't going to be able to co-parent with my ex outside of court. So I started looking for other revenues, and through finding you guys and finding other advocacy groups, I ended up running into Justin, and me and him have a lot of the same viewpoints.
That's freaking awesome. That's awesome that you're able to network that way when you guys were looking for such specific things. And the fact that you guys were able to come to mutual grounds and find that, like that's the beauty of this technology stuff that we're working in,
Yeah.
That you're able to find that stuff. Now, once I'm at the 6th district court, what do I search for here, brother?
All right, let me put you in like the lower. I wonder if I can do this without losing you guys. You guys still see me?
I believe.
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah, we're good there. Yeah, and we see you, so we're good.
Phone right now.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. New tab. I was just at it. I could just paste it. I was just copy and paste it. So I'm doing a Google search. Search 6th Circuit. Yep, ca6.uscourts.gov. Let's see, there's case locator. Shit, I can't remember the case number. There should be a case docket for.
Oh, you know what? I got it right here. It's 25, right? It's 25. That's the one right here, right? 25-5579, right? 25-5579. Let me put this up on the screen so everybody can see what we're doing here too. This here, 25-5579. All right, here's this. Let me share my screen with you guys.
Yeah, this is my first time looking at this webpage too, so I'm like learning it as we go.
Yeah.
But I know in courts they have like a daily docket, basically who's got court that day and what their case is. And
now, is there any significance?
Docket calendar.
Is there any significance for this being like to the people? Like I know that there is, but for being in the 6th district court, does that make anything? Is there any significance to the 6th district court being the one that's here or something? Because I know that Justin keeps saying like, is that just because it's in your guys' court, or is there something that will make this a precedent for everybody else too?
I would assume there's like this federal organization system for how they have these district courts set up. I'm not familiar with their organization system on how they decide the districts.
Oh boy, Justin, you're gonna have to come back in through Chrome, buddy, because I know I can't see you.
Okay.
Not you. You're fine. Justin Nicely's trying to come in, and it's not
okay.
audio. I can see it already.
Okay, yeah, that's the webpage I'm looking at. I'm back on the web browser with you guys. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at, and I'm not sure like where to go. I clicked on the calendar, but it didn't help me much.
If we go to case locator, I bet we can do it here, so we could take it through. And that's what I was saying. If you guys are in on the www.thecpspunisher.com, you can also access these from there. Let me see here. Where do you look for the registry of cases? Search by specific courts. Court CM ECF lookup. Here we go. So then we'll put in 25. What was it? 25. No, we don't want the court name. The court name is the 6th. HIJK LMNO. Ohio. So we're in the, which one is it? The eastern, the southern? Which one is it for you guys?
Southwest corner of Cincinnati.
Okay, so that's the what? Ohio Southern District?
I'm guessing, yeah.
All right, so try
So I
that.
heard there's a Supreme District Court or Circuit Court up there in Cleveland, but I'm assuming they're another district.
Okay, let's see here. Court information. Here we go. That's court details. 25 dash. You know what? Why don't we just do this? I'll just do the Google search on that. 25 dash 25 dash.
Justice been on the show before, hasn't he?
5579. Yeah, he's been there before. We've always had some trouble with the audio and everything. I don't know what it's because he's using his thing, but I know that right now his audio is not showing that it's there. So I know he's got to come back in and try that again. I have him too.
Well, I noticed with Facebook Messenger, it does this weird built-in web browser thing, and I can never get the restream to work through that. So I would have to like open the link through an external browser, either through like Google Chrome or my Samsung Internet web browser, and then I could get the restream thing to work.
Oh, I got it right here. Here we go. Share this tab.
So Justin, if you're hearing this,
Let me see. I think he just popped back in, and nope, I
think
don't have it yet. Yeah, he's not here yet. He's got it. He's here, but he's got that. He's not showing his audio. So yeah, he's got to come back in through Chrome or something like that. Take the link and put it in there. But here's the Connie Reguli. This is her thing right here. The case.
okay,
Right here.
yeah.
So I mean, she's been going at this thing for a long time.
Oh yeah, several years just to get to this point.
Oh wow, there's 39 filings altogether. Holy smokes. So this is exciting. She filed this in June 20th, 2025. Wow. So yeah, this is really cool, guys. This is really, really, really cool.
Yeah, because when people think of qualified immunity, they normally think like police officers.
Right.
But she's going in to discuss like how it affects like CPS workers and GALs and CASA and family court judges and lawyers, and how far does it really extend to them?
Right. So what is if this goes through, what does this mean?
I think regarding her, I want to say her personal case, but I'm referring to her client's case that this is in regards to. That they're trying to get like the go ahead to proceed with some type of lawsuit. I really haven't had a chance to look into Connie's case too much because there is so much to look into.
Right. Yeah, Justin, I'm looking at your thing right now. You don't have any microphone available for us. I have your camera available, but not your microphone. So that's the.
I have to check his permission settings.
Yeah, try that. Audio only is on for Justin nicely. So let's see if he talks. Let me see if I can get it because I can control what I see. Yeah, still not showing it. Show camera.
Chat feature here. Oh, okay. So
regardless, this is really important. This is really an important thing. It's going to pave the way for these people to challenge qualified immunity, right? Which means that you can now hold these caseworkers and GALs and these judges and all that stuff liable, right? Tiff, how long has this fight been going on for the immunity thing?
I'm sorry, say that again.
My high school. It's been going on a long time, but here's the thing. Like, I want to say New York has stripped some immunities away from police officers. Virginia is got a bill to strip immunity from police officers. So once they strip the immunity from police officers, it's just a matter of time before everybody loses it.
Right. New York just started their own grassroots movement, much like Ohio, to end qualified immunity in their state.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So
in Ohio, we tried to go through the legislation to get it ended, but it got denied 8 times by Attorney General Dave Yost. So in the Supreme Court, the coalition was able to get the court's permission to. Well, first, they was able to get the Supreme Court to overturn Attorney General Dave Yost's decision to deny the ending of qualified immunity, and they was able to get the Supreme Court's permission to collect signatures to put it on the ballot. Forget the name of it, like what type of state we are, where we can put laws or legislations on state ballots instead of going through legislation. There's a specific name for that.
so what is the process here? Let's see. Justin's back here. He looks pretty, but I wonder if we can hear him. No, and I still can't. We're not be able to hear you still, Justin. Your microphones are not available to us. Maybe, hey, Justin, if you can hear us, give me a thumbs up that you can hear us. He's not even giving me a thumbs up that he can hear me.
He said he can't hear it. He can't hear.
He can't hear?
No.
Yeah, well, we could see him.
Right, so he's got something about his audio settings or what's my goodness, my Atlanta.
Ain't technology great?
Yes, it's great when it works for you. When it doesn't, it's a pain in the ass.
Extra camera, presentations, local video settings. I'm looking at the Restream app, but possible settings. But sounds like he can see us and we can see him, but we can't hear each other.
Right.
Show advanced options.
So maybe he's not in his audio options, right? Maybe his audio options aren't set right.
It says he can hear for 2 seconds and then it goes to mute.
Maybe jump out and jump back in.
Yeah, try that, Justin. Come on, baby. Come on, let's make this work. They do this on purpose to us anyway, man. Trying to get us all discombobulated and not being able to pass our What is the process for getting involved with a coalition or creating a coalition for this? What can people do to try to get this done in their territories or their counties or whatever?
You're talking about starting a coalition, or are you asking how to join the existing one here in Ohio?
Either or both. I mean, what should people do if they want to try to attempt this in their own areas? What do they got to do?
Well, here in Ohio or New York, we have a website, also have a Facebook page. You can it's easy to go to the website and you can register to be a petitioner, and they'll send you a petition packet and they teach you how to collect signatures and what are the rules for collecting signatures. Cynthia Brown and Elizabeth McNeese, they're the ones that run the coalition. It's called the Ohio Coalition to End Qualified Immunity. It's pretty easy to Google, pretty easy to find on Facebook. But yeah, it's pretty easy to register to be a petitioner. To start a coalition, you're getting into like 503c nonprofit organization laws, and I don't know much about those parts of the laws. You have to talk to someone more familiar with that.
So, but if they join the Ohio, coalition, that would definitely be beneficial to this whole thing, right? If they
we're trying to collect like 420,000 signatures to put it on the ballot.
They don't have to be from Ohio, right? Or do they?
Yeah, they have to be from Ohio. They have to be registered voters. If they move, they have to sign the petition again. A couple other little rules and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So then the best thing to do would be to search your state and see if you guys have anything. Is there other states that have this going on? That what do you mean? Of New York?
I'm trying to remember from back when I was researching into this. There's I think like 5 or 6 other states that ended qualified immunity from their state constitution, but they was able to pass that through legislation. I can't remember what those other states were. Like you'll have to do like a search about it.
And then,
Which you could probably pull it up on your end. You seem to be better set up for multitasking. I'm
well,
doing all this from a phone.
well, thankfully for Tiff, I'm set up for it now. I'm not back to where I was, but I'm back to at least being up. That's for sure. And thankfully for anonymous person that Tiff orchestrated things with, I'm able to see these things.
Yeah, that's awesome. They was able to get you set back up after what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, computer.
So, let's see here. It looks like Nevada.
That sounds familiar.
Nevada. I don't know what the hell this one is up there. Montana. New Mexico, and is that New Mexico? Yeah, New Mexico and Colorado looks like that's police immunity anyway. And let's see, state bans on qualified immunity. Okay, so 2002, you got Montana, Nevada in 2022, legislation enacted in Colorado in 2020, and then legislation enacted in 2021 is in New Mexico. All legislation enacted in 2020 applies to all government employees.
Yeah. Now there's different levels of immunity. There's absolute immunity, judicial immunity, qualified immunity, quasi immunity. Quasi immunity is like for the caseworker that's extended off the judge's qualified immunity or judicial or absolute immunity. Like I can't remember how to explain them all. Like I've researched so much this past year, like I'm having troubles retaining details of everything. But like the main concept is like there's different levels of immunity and they apply in different ways. So that's something worth looking into, learning about.
Institute of Justice has a bunch of stuff on it. Institute for Justice has a bunch of this stuff on it.
Was we able to get Justin to come back in? I think
he was not yet.
Yeah, I see his video, but I'm not hearing him. I wonder if he's hearing us. These chats are different. Let's see. How do I?
Oh, we got him now. He's here now. We got his stuff here now. We can hear him and see him. Here it comes. Let me just pull him in here. Got you, buddy. Boom.
Hey.
There it is.
There he is.
Yeah, there you are.
Any lag at all?
No.
Right. I guess the way to go through is Chrome, brother.
Yep. Well, now you're in. So what's up, buddy?
Just getting the kids packed up. They're excited, man. I think they're too wired to probably not even go to bed tonight.
Right. It's like Santa Claus is coming, right?
Pretty much, man. We're going to be on the road tomorrow, no later than noon. Hopefully, is the set time, but we know how all plans work out, right?
Yeah,
I know that's right.
Almost done, but we'll be on the road. We'll be in Cincinnati tomorrow night, tomorrow evening. Gonna see the sites a little bit, get a dinner with kids and everything, get in touch with all of our constituents that are meeting up over there. We're gonna have a rendezvous point before we even on our way to Cincinnati, so that way we're gonna pretty much ride in caravan style, man. It's gonna be nice.
Mm-hmm.
9 a.m. 6th Circuit, bright and early. We are gonna be front pew. And this is granted this case an Ohio case. A lot of people get it misconstrued when they're looking at it. It's based out of Tennessee, but it's the fact that it's being heard in the 6th Circuit. And we just last week had a huge ruling out of the same court in the Sixth Circuit against an officer here in the city of Canton, Ohio, who shot a man named James Williams through his fence, a privacy fence. No warning, didn't announce himself as an officer. Shot him 5 times, seven times, I believe, through the fence, and killed him in front of him and his kids on a New Year's celebration.
Yeah,
Shooting
he
off
emptied
rounds.
that whole clip.
Yeah, he killed him. Yeah, you watch the video again. The officer made no announcement, went up onto private property, didn't say drop the firearm, didn't give him any type of directive, anything to follow, and just blasted him right through a privacy fence with his X-ray vision. God knows who could have been standing behind the thing, but for 2 years, this officer has gone pretty much, unaccounted for what he's done. He was given basically a desk position, like almost in a detective's position. I don't know if he got the same type of salary or not. And for 2 years, over 2.5 years, his family's had no justice at all. And they finally got some last week when the Sixth Circuit ruled that this gentleman, this officer, this murderer, basically, is not going to be able to use the reverse of the qualified immunity card. So hopefully we're seeing charges next coming down the hill from our county prosecutor, Kyle Stone, which we're sending a call out on him, and we're going to hold him accountable to make sure his office does their due diligence to do such. But that's what the big argument's going to be about on the 19th, 9 a.m., Cincinnati, Sixth Circuit Court. We encourage everybody to be there because this is waiving the qualified immunity that's extended to the family courts. I mean, we already know that, the family courts as is are irrelevant as hell. They really don't have any type of jurisdiction or authority or like normal criminal courts, what you have, or the justices that you are supposedly entitled to. But we know how that is. But this is a huge argument. If this domino falls, you got a picture that, cause and effect. It'll be that spark to light the fire across the nation for other states to follow suit and eliminate, all this supposed qualified immunity that these judges, these lawyers, these guardians ad litem, these caseworkers, all have in the process of, kidnapping our babies and, doing the most god awful atrocities to them without any accountability whatsoever and even less oversight.
That's crazy. What? Go ahead, Justin.
I was going to ask, we was talking about earlier how Connie regularly got roped into all this. And if I remember right, like this ain't got to do with her, like her personal custody case, but someone that she was helping. Justin, can you please clarify on how she got roped in on all this?
Well, the elaboration is that pretty much when she went to go help somebody, that we all know how these family courts are and how our system works and the retaliatory aspects of it all. They stripped her of her bar license. They stripped her of everything. I mean, they basically, when you fight this system, anyone who knows that, if you are already in the system and then you realized it too late that you're on the wrong side and try to fight against it, the retaliation that comes with it is crucial, man. They will go to any lengths, any measures, and they basically did that. She was also a victim of the, being duped about ASFA, according to her, that, it wasn't intended for, originally what it was designed into play for. They flipped it around and again, they commercialized it. And now here we are, cause and effect 35 years later. Look what's taking place. So, in a way, it's for her a redemption, and as well as also a way for her to, again, make a huge domino fall that can, throughout the entire nation, create that cause and effect to where they can't play that Uno reverse card on our asses anymore. Because I don't know about y'all, I'm sick and tired of hearing how these people are acting in the responsibilities of their duties, of their job, while they, break the law, while they, misconstrue reports purposefully, how they, retaliate and press charges every time someone speaks out against them or their feelings get hurt. I can't see how you can have immunity from, doing the most atrocious things to families and children and creating this systematic failure that we have now.
Yeah, it makes no sense, right? If they have no accountability, then they have no reason to even care for if they're making the right decisions or not. I mean, there's got to be something there for them to have to act on and act as, you know. It's just ridiculous for them to have this immunity because we don't get
Oh,
it.
it's about to get more ridiculous. They're trying to push this bill in Ohio, SB 174. They're wanting full discretion on top of their broader discretion that they already have.
Legitimately, what they're trying to do is replace the word rights with responsibility. You no longer have rights to your children. You have responsibilities to your children. Now we all know as parents, that's that's an obligation that, you know, automatically as soon as they come into this world that we have as parents. But as a responsibility, we have also rights to our children. These are our babies. And they unfortunately here in Ohio have drastically crossed that very, very fine line that's drawn in stone in my perspective of, you know, where our legislatures and where our educators and where our health officials and all these people and their dictation over our children end and our rights as parents begin. And that line has been thoroughly crossed. And with SB 174, legitimately what they're doing is stating that, I can't believe they're even putting this shit in writing, but this is exactly what's taking place. They're basically telling us that a court, a judge, a guardian, a caseworker has more say in you know, dictation of child to do. So say you don't want your child to go to public school. Well, I'm sorry, but the state of Ohio begs to differ, and we feel your child, you know, is best interest and your responsibility as a parent to make sure that child goes to public school. So we don't care what you want. We're going to put them there. You don't
Right.
want
I
your
like
child
that
to
you
take
keep
a step
using
back.
that word dictation.
Yes, it is. It is a legitimate, I mean, word to use, and it's harsh, but it's true. It is them dictating our entire existence of our children, dictating yes or no. Are they going to get a shot? Yes or no. Are they going to go to this class? Yes or no. Are they going to, you know, be able to learn this religion or be able to speak this, say this, do this, and without, you know, these people can take your kids, go and interrogate them, talk to them, convince them to change their gender. I mean, the list goes on and on and on what the dictation this gives these people if SB 174 were to pass here in Ohio. So it's tied
I-
into also we have ties with the Abigail Wexner Foundation. If anybody knows about Ohio and Lex Wexner, we have ties with the study and the case study that was created for SB 174 dating back from 2020, tied into other agencies like Health and Human Services, as well as all the children of Medicaid, and as well as you could say subcontracted agencies, counseling agencies, service agencies such as like Ohio Rise, where they legitimately have taken our children here in the state of Ohio of Medicaid and turned them all into a case study. And it was by a lot of parents, they voluntarily got involved and did it, and they had no clue what they were getting involved with.
Yeah, like if you fill out a questionnaire or something like that, you're just giving them data that you have no idea what they're using it for.
Yeah.
Wow. Tiff, what were you going to say?
Well, I want to chime in real quick because this baby wants a hot dog. But anyway, the Supreme Court of the United States has already said that the parents have the rights. The parents have the control over the custody, discipline, education, medical, da 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 da. So if that
this was discussed
happens,
100 years ago.
right.
Yep.
And if that happens, I promise you, somebody's going to challenge that in the Supreme Court.
Well, you hope.
No, they will.
Well, our issue here too, you got to keep in mind what we're dealing with here in Ohio. Now, I know we're dealing with this all throughout the nation with the corruption, you know, our, you know, supposed leadership and, you know, those that are put in positions of servitude that are supposed to look out for the best interests of the people as a whole. They're not doing their job. And not only they're not doing their job, they're looking out for their best interest to pad their pockets, and they don't give a damn if it's criminal or not, as long as they get that, you know, 7, 8, 9-figure income by the end of their term.
Right.
We have that issue here in Ohio at drastic levels, and we're talking about of the highest to high. If anybody wants to look into it, again, I encourage everyone, please look into Lex Wessner. This name is one of 7 deposed by the FBI currently right now involved with the Epstein list. All right. One of seven, first 7 people that they wanted to depose. This is the same Lex Wessner whose lawyer leaned into his ear, if you watch the videos, telling him if he said more than 5 words again to answer a question that he's going to kill him. Okay. This is
Yeah.
the same Lex Wessner, his own lawyer. You will hear it on the recordings. During his deposition, his lawyer leaned into his ear and told this man this. And he's one of 7 of the most nefarious and atrocious people that have been deposed in regards to the Epstein files. He has ties here in Ohio, where he's from. He is the owner of Victoria's Secret. He has his many constituents and family members who have foundations opened up, like the Abigail Wexner Foundation. We encourage y'all to look into them and their case study that they set up through the National Emory Foundation and their algorithm that they made. With the foundation base of it has to be the least amount racist possible, which already sets a preemptive bias in the algorithm set. So therefore, your case study is already started faulty. It was under Project, what was it? Daphne, I believe it was the acronym for it, for people to, if you
That
guys
was
want
one
to
of several AIs that they're putting together. The main one is called Identity, but they're feeding Identity with Daphne and a couple other AIs that are like the Wiser Network. And they're feeding it with other AIs that are out there, like for the police network, so they can feed it your criminal history to predict if your kid's in danger and other things. But yeah, there's several AIs that are collaborating, but Daphne's one of them. That's the one, like, you would go to the hospital and they'll ask you to fill out a questionnaire or summary, and then the Daphne would take that information and feed it into the Identity AI that they're creating right now.
And that's
Wow.
extremely dangerous if you think about it, because what they're also doing is they're changing the risk assessment with each case, is what they're also trying to do. What they're trying to do is increase the level of risk assessment with this case study that they've done to push forward SB 174. And what I mean by that is that things that are normally, that we as parents face every single day. I mean, me personally, I'm a single dad of 4 kids. It's chaos. That's normal. I mean, but they will consider that as crisis instead of chaos, instead of normal household chaos that everyday families go through. They consider that crisis. They relabel it, into which in turn they need
They turn
crisis
everything
management.
into a crisis.
Everything's crisis, and it's all involved in crisis management, and that's where the funding all goes to. If you look into it, majority of the funding that they get is anywhere between 36 to 64% all goes to crisis management. And if you look at the reunification aspect, funding for that, we got 6 states throughout the country that have 0 funding that goes to reunification when they steal our children. 0.
Right. But here's the thing, we talked about this earlier, Justin. Title IV says that if reunification is not the goal, then their funding is to be off the table. So they somehow have manipulated this, because all the goal is supposed to be reunification on those Title IV fundings.
They sure did. They really did.
Yeah, they got all these booby traps set up for you to not reach that goal.
Mm-hmm. So
they certainly do.
They should not be getting Title IV funding ever.
And what's
Well, it
so
doesn't
crazy
say if they
about
fail to reach that goal. It just has to appear that they're trying to go to that goal.
Right. Okay. But I mean, reunification is, it's got to be in there some way, some form, right?
Yeah, as minimum as possible.
Yeah, and that's the downside. They normally you'll see the percentage margin for that is anywhere between percent is all you'll see towards the reunification and 12 on the high end.
Yep.
But yet again, when you look at the crisis management aspect, it's anywhere again 36 to 64%. And the reason is that you want to sit there and perpetuate the cycle of crisis is because that's what's most profitable. Why would they sit there and try to do reunification? They're not going to make their year-end dividend there. They're not going to get their year-end bonus checks. Yes, and they do incentivize this, people. What they do is they perpetuate the cycle of crisis to keep padding their pockets. They're going to send you to this mental health place to get this evaluation. They're going to send you to this drug place to go get these tests. They're going to send you to this parenting class and it has to be this specific one, regardless, even though this one's accredited or not. And they're all contracted together. They're all intercollided together, all working together. They're all eating lunch together, laughing at you in your case of all the unnecessary flaming hoops they're making you jump through. It's just one big collaborated system, and it's all about that money that they're making off your children.
Mhm.
On average, and this is the kicker too, this is a healthy child, no medical issues. All right. You know, taken from them, they make anywhere on average, anywhere between, I think it's 46 to 60 something dollars per day. And this is for a healthy child, not a 0 to 5 years of age, just adolescent child. You know, this is how much they're making. Now, if you have a child with medical dependency, you're talking hundreds upon hundreds of dollars a day that they get in dividends from federal and state in returns, just to keep up with the per capita. And that's why we say we don't even call these places foster homes anymore. Legitimately, what they are foster mills, like a puppy mill.
Right.
We have them in their own recordings, people telling you that it's not about the quality, it's about the quantity. And they're talking about children.
Mm-hmm.
Children. So we're going to pack as many kids in this one place. Damn the conditions, damn the tortures they go through, damn the abuse. We don't care as long as we keep collecting that money and we keep this place packed. Because they got to, again, keep the crisis going. They got to show that repetition of this is why we need this funding. And if they don't have the kids to do it,
Right. They're
it'll
use it or lose
unemploy
it.
a lot of people.
That's a use it or lose it budget situation.
It
That
really
means that
is.
they have to at least maintain their last year's numbers to get the money that they're supposed to be getting.
And it's crazy. The numbers just keep rising. And it's because of all these BS policies that they keep putting in these little stipulations and these little loopholes. I mean, I'll give you another idea, like what we were talking about with the risk assessment. They have it in different, it's color coded here in Ohio, green, yellow, red. You will be put under a red level risk assessment, categorized if you have a charge as something as like a disorderly conduct. Raise your hand if you guys have had one of those. I mean, a disorderly conduct. I'm talking about not like drop down to that charge. I'm talking about that was what the charge you were hit with. Because you know how the officers, they love to use disorderly conduct or resisting, just to hit you with a damn charge. They legitimately have that as a red level risk. A disorderly conduct is a red level risk assessment.
Oh, it
Wow.
gets worse than that. Like on the Daphne algorithm, it'll ask you questions like, "Do you ever stress about your kids being overwhelming and you feel like it's too much some days?" And if you was to answer yes, they would label you as unstable, like mentally
Yes.
unstable, and put you in that red category. Or let's say, or your vehicle breaks down and now you're just trying to scramble to come up with rent that month because your vehicle broke down. They could put you in that red category because you don't currently have a working vehicle and you're facing eviction, when it would just be a couple $100 to fix your vehicle and get you back to work. But no, they rather take your kids.
Yep.
Yep. And they make you miss work because you're depressed and you're upset and you're all of this stuff, and you just go right down the rabbit hole, man.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. They financially, they emotionally, they psychologically, and with all of this combined factor, it physically, they they rip you down piece by piece by piece until you legitimately are either so damn broken that you can't even get out of bed in the morning, or it
Yeah.
it's one of these situations when these people get involved in your life, it will either make or break you as a human being. You will really learn how far you can go and what you legitimately are capable of if this happens to you, if you have to go through this. And I've seen gladiators get made because of this. I've seen people who were the most humble and subtle and quietest of people all of a sudden turn into absolute rage bears because they poked the wrong one. And it keeps happening more and more all across the country. And it now has finally, I think, gotten to the point to where the masses are starting to wake up. And not only that, we're pissed. I don't
We
know
have
about
a right
anyone
to
else.
be.
I'm pissed. I'm pissed, and I don't. And my mindset is, if you're not by this point, with everything that's been shed to light, you're fucking
Oh
weird.
yeah.
Pardon my language, but you're weird, dude. I'm questioning you. That's point blank. Y'all better get pissed off for these kids. Y'all better get off your ass because we are the oversight. We're the front line. We, unfortunately, are the accountability. We can't depend on our system. We can't depend on a court. We can't depend on these judges, our leaders, the Senate, the Congress, our state reps. They've shown us time and time and time and time and time again for decades what their intentions are, where they lie, and how many times they're going to keep doing it to us. And you can only do the same damn thing repetitively so many times before legitimately, what's the definition of insanity? I'm crazy, but I sure as hell ain't insane.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, big man?
Expecting different results.
Here it is. Check this out. It says the focus Title 4E plan requirements other than those related to provision of direct financial assistance to eligible children. The requirements are intended to enable children to be reunited with their families or prevent their entry into foster care, promote children's placement with relatives and maintain sibling connections, ensure children's living arrangements are safe and appropriate and permit normalcy, provide for regular oversight and review of each child's status in foster care and the timely development and implementation of a permanency plan, ensure timely efforts to find a permanent home for children or youth who cannot be reunited with their families, ensure the health care and education of these foster care are met, help youth make successful transition from foster care to adulthood, identify, document, determine services necessary for child welfare involved in youth who are victims or at risk of sex trafficking, ensure program coordination and collaboration and meet certain administrative standards. That's what they need to, that's what the goals are for Title IV funding.
Right, but with their ability to exaggerate the narrative to things to fit their narrative, their ability to like withhold evidence or falsify evidence, there are loopholes around all that.
Of course there is. Absolutely. Because now I'm reading, it says here that once they shift from reunification, then it shifts to adoption and they're allowed to withdraw funds for adoption services and all of that. So what they're doing is they're running the gamut. They'll run it until they run that 15 to 22 months out. Then they'll go into that other leg and then they'll do that. And now this is how they get their money. So they drag these parents along for 15 months thinking that they're going to get their freaking kids back. And then at the end, they're like, yeah, sorry, we're not doing that. Boom. And then they continue on to keep the money for the adoption time.
TPR, termination of parental rights.
Yep.
I mean, you hit the nail on the head, brother.
That's
you want to watch?
Plan.
Yep.
Listen, TPR is like watching your kid.
That's it, man.
You know, like
that is textbook.
You know, that's just like watching your kid get executed.
You clicked it, so
Yeah, and that's something else really does need to be.
You know, they TPR'd me for reasons that the state dismissed later and after. Not a crime against a kid, not a crime against anything. You know, and then they TPR'd my wife because she supported me. You know, and that's the death penalty. And guess you get what? One appeal. You get one appeal. You get nothing. The person that sits on the death row, they'll sit there for a lifetime before they ever hit that electric chair. And then they got governor pardons and all this type of shit. You don't see. But you know that you don't get that with this. You get that trial, you get that, you get an appeal, and there you go. Game over. You lost your kid. You lose the death. You get the death penalty. It's not right. It's not right at all.
That's it.
You know. So it's just disgusting. So
That's
this stuff,
we're
this
asking
immunity
everybody
shit.
Viral hashtag stand up.
Yep. Yeah. Hashtag stand up. It is. Somebody's got to do something about this. You know, somebody's got to do something, and I mean that's us trying to do it. But it takes all of us. You know, it takes all the people that aren't even involved in this yet. We need the people that aren't involved. Don't think that CPS isn't looking at your kids. If you don't stay out of this thing until you get involved, because once you get involved, it's too late.
They've been looking at everybody's kids through the school pictures for decades now.
Yeah, that's what they found out in the Epstein files. It's like their own little that's their own little wardrobe calendar. That's their own little catalog.
Oh, I mentioned that.
You know, that's just absolutely
That
terrible.
makes me sick. That makes me literally sick.
Mhm.
Yeah, they ruined school picture
I
day.
know
What
that
the
my
fuck?
kid.
No pictures on Facebook.
Sick.
Yep. It's absolutely terrible. In Facts Over Lies, I just checked that out. That's fucking disgusting, and we'll come up with that. We'll have a show on that guy next. That's disgusting.
Really did.
Man. So tomorrow you guys are taking off. Saturday on one day. What's today? Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday is the day.
Thursday is the day of the hearing.
I'm sorry. Yes, because today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Thursday's the day. Are we gonna find an answer that day? Will we get an answer that day, or is that gonna be it? They'll rule from the bench that day.
I don't know.
I know that. Not sure if they actually get the answer, the ruling into the arguments on that. It would be amazing if we do. Do know that after there will be a rather large press conference, and as well as also explaining in detail what the hearing was about and what the arguments are portraying to. And then as well, kids are all going to have 4. This is the main thing really are going to be pushing hard. We'll have 4 generations, 5 generations of families that have been affected by this 4D4E system, by this child trafficking that have turned everything into, a monetary game, and they purposefully designed it to against rip apart the family element. And you got to think, and it's going to show that from our babies all the way up to in the big, they're elderly and people that have worked their lives and lose their home, their land, and their pensions, their the 401ks, everything. And this affects us. It make a real hardcore treatment, and especially for Ohio. Ohio needs to get put on the radar hard. And the fact that I live in a state that they're telling me that we are the #1 trafficking hub in the nation for our children, I have a problem with that. And there's no way in hell I'm going to sit idle while that's taking camp, and I'm not going to. So we're sending our call March 9th, 9 a.m., 6 at Cincinnati. Everybody, if you can make it there, be there. Just showing alone, regardless win or lose, just the appearance and to make a damn statement to say that we're standing up and we've had this statement and it's gonna lag across the nation, and I'm hoping to God it does. Because we're sending a call out to our veterans. Y'all more than anything now end up at home.
Oh my God! What does
To the biker community, we're sending a call out to the pissed off mama bears, papa bears.
Yeah,
we need everybody.
We do. Justin, thank you guys for coming in tonight. Guys, March 19th. Show your support. We need this. Have a good night, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place.
Have a good night, guys. Thank you for having me on.
It's time to close the door. No more games, no keeping score. Chains of love should not be pried. No more tears where victims reside.
They said don't fight the system. They said stay quiet.
They were wrong. Lock in. We are exposing what so many have failed to. We are gonna show you what bar attorneys have hidden from all of us. Hundreds of thousands of children and twice that of parents have been lied to and walked down the road of termination. It's the death penalty. We're all of the protesters, the ones who fight for the rights of prisoners, dogs, illegal immigrants. Why aren't you coming to the aid of our children and families? Right here in America, every day a child per minute is kidnapped. And no one cares. We fight alone until today. CPS Punishers mount up. Here comes the CPS Punisher. Anonymous tip, another lie from one of them. No warrant, no proof, just a badge and a grin. Stealing kids like trophies, thinking they'll win. Mama crying on the porch, daddy in the cage. System wrote the script, but the CPS Punisher just flipped the page. The educator they banned, I see every violation, every forged line, every ex-part hearing, every stolen time. One tap of the app and the truth ignites. Welcome to the CPS Punisher, now we can fight. CPS and the courts have lied to us all. The courts will not disgrace the family. CPS Punisher, here to avoid the chains and expose the game. CPS Punisher, the educator they never wanted you to find. Punisher, one tap and their empire cracks. We rise, we take our kids back. The app is called the CPS Punisher. I'm the cape in the shadows, the skull in the night, the binder full of secrets and weapons you all need. Ab initio, watch me void that lie. Fourth Amendment armor, watch the tyrants cry. Falsified drug test gone in a flash. I see Tebio, warrior, due process king. Every parent's hero when the hotline rings. I call it justice. Download the truth, now the system busts us. From the courtroom to the streets, hear the battle cry. The CPS Punishers arrive. Kiss your bar asses goodbye. They tried to silence us, now we're the loudest voice in the room. CPS Punisher, here to avoid the chains and expose the game. CPS Punisher, the educator they never wanted you to find. Punisher, the children never leave again. Punisher, families rise, we never look back. We now use the CPS Punisher. This ain't revenge, this is reunification. This ain't rage, this is resurrection. Open the app, step into the fight. You ready? CPS Punisher, the app you need when they took your kid. CPS Punisher, the truth they hid, now the truth gets lit. Punisher, download the power, take back the throne. Punisher, you're never alone. CPS Punisher, the educator they never wanted you to find. Void complete, family restored. The bar is finished, the Constitution will prevail. Judges do what's right. Treason is your penalty.
Here comes the CPS Punisher.
We know it's all about the money, we know they lie, we know this is corruption. Does CPS know what they are doing to the children?